My story begins when we moved into that old house on Maple Street. Just me, my wife Jen, and our 2 kids, Ethan and Lily. It was a fixer-upper, sure, but the price was right. And after years of apartment life in the city, we were itching for a yard and some quiet. The place had character. Peeling white paint, creaky floors, and a big oak out front that threw jagged shadows across the lawn at night. I remember thinking it felt like a fresh start. That first week, we were all laughing, unpacking boxes, blasting music. Normal life, you know? But then little things started creeping in. Ethan, he's 8, kept saying he heard footsteps upstairs when we were all downstairs eating dinner. "Dad, it's like someone's pacing," he'd say, his big brown eyes darting up at the ceiling. I'd laugh it off. Old houses settle, right? Jen would roll her eyes and say, "Kid, you've been watching too many ghost shows with your sister." Lily, she's 12 and all attitude, would just smirk and mutter, "He's such a baby." We'd shrug it off, but I'd still catch myself listening sometimes, waiting for those footsteps. Nothing. Not yet. A couple weeks in, Jen found something weird in the basement. She was down there sorting laundry, and when she came up, her face was pale. "Mike, there's a mirror down there," she said, her voice shaky. "It's just propped against the wall, no frame, nothing. Who leaves a mirror like that?" I went down to check. A big, cloudy oval mirror, smudged and cold to the touch. I figured the last owners ditched it, but Jen was spooked. "You know what they say about mirrors," she whispered, tugging at her sleeve. "They can trap spirits or something." She's always been into that American folklore stuff. Black cats, broken mirrors, the works. I teased her, said, "Babe, it's not a portal to hell. It's just junk." But I hauled it to the garage anyway. She wouldn't stop staring at it. The first real scare hit one night in November. I woke up to Lily screaming bloody murder from her room. I bolted down the hall, heart pounding, yelling, "Lily, what's wrong?" Jen was right behind me, gasping, "Oh my God, oh my God." We burst in, and there she was, sitting up in bed, tears streaming down her face. "It was at my window," she sobbed, pointing a trembling finger. A face, gray, all wrong, just staring at me. I looked out. Nothing but the oak tree swaying in the wind. "Sweetie, it was a nightmare," I said, trying to sound calm, but my voice cracked. Jen hugged her tight, whispering, "Shh, it's okay, baby." Ethan poked his head in, sleepy and confused. "Was it the pacing guy?" he mumbled. I shot him a look. "Not helping, kid. That night, Lily slept in our bed, and I kept the curtains shut, but I couldn't shake the chill crawling up my spine. Things got worse after that. One afternoon, I was in the kitchen making coffee when the lights flickered. Not a big deal, right? Old wiring. But then I heard Ethan giggle from the living room, and he was at school. I froze, cup in hand, and called out, "Ethan, you home early?" No answer. Just another giggle, high and wrong, echoing from somewhere deeper in the house. My stomach dropped. I grabbed a knife from the block. Dumb, I know. But what else do you do? I crept toward the sound, my breath hitching. "Jen, you hearing this?" I yelled. She was upstairs, shouted back, "Hearing what?" The giggling stopped, but when I checked the living room, the TV was on, static blaring. I hadn't touched it. I yanked the plug out, hands shaking, and told myself it was a glitch. Yeah, right. Jen started noticing stuff too. "Mike, the air feels heavy," she'd say, rubbing her arms like she was cold. She swore she saw shadows moving in that damn basement mirror when she passed the garage. "I'm not crazy," she snapped when I tried to brush it off. "Something's here." The kids were on edge too. Ethan wouldn't go upstairs alone, and Lily stopped sassing us, which was scarier than anything. One night, we were all in the living room, trying to act normal, watching some dumb sitcom. Then the power cut out. Total dark. Ethan whimpered, "Dad?" I fumbled for my phone, muttering, "It's fine, just a breaker." But then we heard it, scratching, slow and deliberate, from inside the walls, like nails on wood. Lily gasped, "What the hell is that?" Jen grabbed my arm, her voice trembling. "Mike, that's not normal." I told them to stay put and grabbed a flashlight, but my legs felt like jelly. The The scratching moved, circling us, and I swear it sounded like it was laughing. The worst came a week later. I was alone. Jen took the kids to her mom's for the night, saying she needed a break. Didn't argue. We were all frayed. Around midnight, I heard the front door creak open. I shot up from the couch, yelling, "Who's there?" No answer. I grabbed the baseball bat by the stairs, kept it there since the giggling, and edged toward the door. It was wide open, wind howling in, but I'd locked it. My heart was hammering so loud I could barely hear myself think. Then I saw it. Footprints, wet and muddy, trailing from the door to the basement stairs. Small, like a kid's. I whispered, "Oh God, no," my voice breaking, and followed them. Bat raised. The basement was pitch black, and that mirror was back, propped up again like I'd never moved it. In the reflection, I saw her, a girl, gray-skinned, eyes too big, smiling at me. I screamed, swung the bat, and the glass shattered. The air exploded with this deafening wail, and I stumbled back, tripping over boxes, gasping, "Leave us alone!" Next morning, Jen and the kids came home to find me curled up on the couch, bat still in my hands. I told them everything, voice hoarse, tears stinging my eyes. "We're done here," I said. Jen nodded, pale but firm. I knew it wasn't just me. We packed what we could that day, clothes, photos, the essentials, and left. Didn't even call a realtor. I just wanted out. The last thing I saw as we drove away was that oak tree, branches clawing at the sky, and I swear one of them bent like a hand waving goodbye. We're with Jen's mom now, cramped but safe. Ethan still asks about the pacing, and Lily won't sleep without a light on. Jen keeps saying we should have burned sage or something, some old superstition her grandma swore by. Me? I don't know what that thing was. Ghost, demon, some kid lost between worlds. But I feel it sometimes, like it's still watching, waiting for us to come back. And every night, I check the locks twice, praying it doesn't find us again.